It was a picture-perfect day in Asheville, North Carolina. Crisp air, blue sky, and the scent of pine. For Ava, it was the day her life was supposed to change forever. A question was asked, a ring was offered, and a joyful yes was given. But inside the velvet box beside the diamond was a secret, a tiny lens. A proposal is meant to be private and intimate memory. But what if someone else was watching, recording every word, every tear? For Ava and her fiancé Jordan, their perfect moment was stolen. The ring box, a symbol of love, was a Trojan horse. An invasion of privacy at the heart of their happiness. The joy of that afternoon would soon be overshadowed by a creeping fear. Who would do this? Who would plant a camera in an engagement ring box? The answer was closer than they knew, a shadow from Ava's past. Someone whose obsession had festered, waiting for the perfect moment. The story of the ring, the camera, and the man behind it is a reminder. Sometimes the greatest dangers are the ones you never see. And for Ava and Jordan, their dream was about to become a nightmare. Ava and Jordan were the kind of couple who just fit. She was a graphic designer, he, an architect. Both loved the outdoors and quiet evenings. They met at a farmer's market, their love story as natural as the Blue Ridge Mountains. Jordan planned the proposal at Craggy Gardens, a spot Ava adored. He packed a picnic, chose a quiet Monday, and checked the ring box a dozen times. As the sun dipped, Jordan got down on one knee and asked Ava to marry him. She said yes, tears of joy in her eyes. They embraced, took photos, and believed they were alone in their happiness. The ring felt perfect on Ava's finger. They drove home, singing with the windows down, floating on bliss. It was a day etched in their minds as the start of forever. But a silent observer had been there all along, its tiny lens capturing every detail. Their most intimate moment was never truly theirs. The box was back in Jordan's pocket, but the memory card inside held a secret. Their perfect day was already tainted.
Jordan, look at this. What is this?
That evening, still glowing from the proposal, Ava reached for the ring box. She noticed a tiny circular shape in the fabric, almost invisible. She ran her finger over it. It was hard, smooth, and cold. A lens. Her heart skipped. She called Jordan over.
Let me see that. That doesn't look right.
Jordan, ever the detail-oriented architect, pried at the lining with tweezers. Beneath the velvet was a miniature camera, complete with a micro SD card slot. Dread washed over them. Their private moment had been recorded. Who put it there? How long had they been watched? The apartment, once safe, now felt exposed. The engagement ring sparkled, but its beauty was tainted. Their symbol of love was now a symbol of violation. The questions were terrifying, and they needed answers. Someone had invaded their most precious memory, and the nightmare was just beginning.
You need to take this to the police. This is a crime.
The next morning, Ava and Jordan, sleepless and shaken, sought help. They found a local electronics shop and met Ben, a skilled technician. Ben examined the box and confirmed their fears. A high-quality, motion-activated spy camera. He removed the micro SD card and asked if they wanted to see what was on it. They nodded, desperate for answers. Ben played the video. Jordan's proposal, Ava's tears, their joy, captured by a hidden lens. Their most intimate moment was on a stranger's screen. The video proved it was no accident. Someone had planned this. Ben advised them to go straight to the police. He carefully bagged the evidence. Armed with proof and dread, Ava and Jordan headed to the Asheville Police Department. Their private moment was now a criminal case. The violation was real, and so was the danger. They needed justice.
Walking into the police station felt surreal.
Detective Lisa Marino took the case, sharp, empathetic, thorough. She listened, understanding the gravity of the violation.
I'll need the camera and SD card for forensics. Where did you get the ring, Jordan?
From a reputable antique jewelry store. The box came with it.
The first lead, then the hard question.
Is there anyone who might want to harm you, Ava?
There is, Evan Riker, my ex. He was possessive, and after we broke up, he wouldn't let go.
Detective Marino made a note. Evan Riker, a name from Ava's past. She promised to investigate him and the jewelry store. Ava and Jordan were told to stay alert and call if anything seemed off. As they left, fear set in. The threat now had a name. The past was catching up, the investigation had begun, and Ava's nightmare was far from over. Evan Riker's name hung heavy between Ava and Jordan.
Evan was charming at first, but his control grew suffocating. The breakup was messy. He wouldn't let go.
Detective Marino's background check revealed a pattern, A harassment complaint from another ex dropped charges and a job in IT. He had the skills. The jewelry store owner remembered Jordan, but also a man claiming to be his brother, left alone with the ring box. The description matched Evan Riker. Evan had lied his way into the store, gained access to the box and installed the camera. It was premeditated. He'd been following Ava, anticipating the proposal. The thought was chilling. Evan hadn't just spied on the engagement, he'd been stalking Ava for months. The pieces fit together, a calculated act of obsession. The danger was real and it was personal. With the jewelry store owner's statement, police got a warrant for Evan's apartment.
Inside, we found a stalker's den, recent photos of Ava, surveillance notes, the original video file. His computer held evidence of tracking Ava for over a year, GPS trackers, hacked accounts, dozens of secret videos.
I just wanted to make sure she was happy. I deserved to be part of her big moments.
Evan was arrested, showing little remorse. The proposal was the climax of a long campaign of stalking. Relief came with his arrest, but the scars ran deep. The legal process was just beginning. Evan's arrest was not the end for Ava and Jordan. It was the start of a long recovery.
I was always looking over my shoulder, feeling watched, even at home.
I felt guilty. It was my proposal, my ring box. I became overprotective.
They turned to therapy, together and alone, to heal. The legal case dragged on. Ava faced Evan in court, reliving the ordeal. Evan was convicted of stalking and invasion of privacy, sentenced to prison, and given a permanent restraining order.
Slowly, with time and Jordan's support, we began to heal. We bought a new ring and had a private ceremony.
The experience left scars, but it didn't break them. Their bond was stronger, forged by adversity. They reclaimed their love on their own terms. The nightmare ended, but the lessons remained. They moved forward, together, and hope returned. Ava's story is a warning. Threats can come from those we once trusted. Her experience reminds us to stay alert, even in the most familiar places.
I share my story so others can recognize the signs of obsession and digital stalking. Trust your instincts and don't dismiss your concerns. Red flags are warnings, not quirks. Listen to them. It's better to set boundaries than ignore your gut.
Ava's journey is a call for digital vigilance. Protect your privacy, be mindful of what you share, and watch for signs of intrusion. Technology can be weaponized. Be aware, be cautious. Ava and Jordan faced darkness and emerged stronger, refusing to let fear define their future. Her story is one of resilience and hope. Always be aware and never let fear steal your happiness. If you found Ava's story compelling, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more true crime stories. Stay safe, stay vigilant,